Oh, you're out of the hole.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features.
What's still left to try?
One to your left,
Collectibles?
isn't there?
Yeah, there's collectibles, and I think if you go up the stairs and through that, you can do the epilogue part. Where it says that's new.
What is this?
Ah, collectibles. Now it's a real video game. In the Stanley Parable 2, you'll run around gathering up these miniature Stanley figurines. And what's truly innovative is that there will be no reward for collecting all of them.
Yeah.
I don't want to stifle the intrinsic joy of watching a number go up. You simply collect all of them, and then you move the hell on with your unremarkable life.
Yeah!
Wait, please tell me there's 6 or 5 more to get.
Well, there has to be.
God, it really is the worst when you collect everything in a video game and then they give you a big fancy reward for it. Absolutely tragic.
This is the exit.
That's it.
All right, have you seen everything you wanted to? Ready to move on now?
No, what about the epilogue?
I already did the epilogue.
Oh. I thought you skipped the thing, go to the achievement.
Where was it?
So to your right, like that walkway, you cut down the staircase. You cut down that staircase.
You know what?
Jump circle
Let's
again.
bring
I'm out
the
of
jump
jumps.
circle back for Stanley Parable 2 as well. It's a... Oh, wait. You already spent all your jumps the first time we saw the jump circle. Oh well. I suppose it can just be a nice decorative
Damn
piece
it.
then.
Damn. You fucked it, Austin. I told you not to waste all your jumps.
You did not. You
Watch
said
that be
2
an
I
jumps.
achievement.
did. I
Jump
said
in
you only
this
have a limited amount of jumps. Don't waste them all.
Alright, what is this?
Yeah, and then.
Setting world champion. Oh.
What?
See, I'm like, I knew you were missing something. Oh, never mind.
Oh.
Wait, is it? Oh god.
I don't know what.
The achievement was to put these on every number.
Oh my god.
Can't you just use the arrow key over?
That is true.
Hope this counts.
Gotta go all the way back down too. Yep.
Oh, this
Okay.
is fucking
okay.
awful.
No. Now we gotta scroll down. Yep. Here we go. Here we go.
Well, actually, let me just wait. What? Oh no! Oh no!
What are you
It's,
doing now?
it's fucking around. Hello?
What are you doing?
It was like fucking around.
Pretty sure when you drag the slider, it goes over every number, right? Use doing the arrow keys to be safe.
Yes. Okay. I'm doing the slider.
Story. The story of a man named Stanley.
Oh. Uh-oh. That was it. Damn it. I have to figure that one out later. Alright, where was this thing you were talking about?
No, that was it. I'm pretty
Oh.
sure. Unless you go down the that's new, because like that was like the epilogue section, and then you walked
That's
and you
new.
were on the walkway.
Yeah, it was blocked off.
Yeah. Well, like, yeah, you had gone up this way, and then instead of going up the stairs, which I thought there'd be something, but there wasn't, you went down.
Well, there
yeah,
was
we're good now.
settings world champion.
We'll have to check that out some other time. See if that door opens. Female Stanley?
I will go down with the ship.
Can't believe they didn't give you any new jumps. Ridiculous.
Yeah, honestly, kind of ridiculous if you ask me.
I think we have to give this a 0.
I don't know. I do have a bucket.
Maybe if
That
you
is
give this,
true.
No screenshots.
So, Stanley, what do you think? Do you like all of the new
Excuse
features?
me, taking
Yes,
my
I
seat.
know it's not exactly clear yet how exactly these features will come together as one single coherent video game, but I can feel it in my soul. It's going to work. There's definitely a good game in there somewhere. Say, let's do an experiment. I'll arrange these new features together, and we'll see whether or not it coheres into a meaningful gameplay experience. Okay. Are you ready? Here it is. I give you
Oh my God!
the
world premiere
Stanley
for the first
Parable
world.
2.
Whoa!
Yo, huge.
Now that's epic.
Collectible.
Oh, jump circle,
Collectible.
jump circle,
Collectible.
jump circle, jump
Well,
circle.
I mean, there's
Oh, get down on
potential
my-
here,
give me
right?
down on my
It's
collectibles.
Sort of. Okay, never mind. Hold on. Let me do a different arrangement. Okay, yes, this is much better. I feel good about this. Here we
That was
go.
the beta.
Version 2.
Way better.
Who am I kidding, Stanley? This isn't a coherent video game at all. It's a lot of gags. And I do very much enjoy creating gags, but they don't add up to anything. I wanted more than anything to create a sequel that would capture all the magic of the first game. I wanted fans to love it. No matter how good these gags are, they won't stand on their own. They would need the structure and the gameplay of the original. Wait, maybe that's it. I can take the original Stanley Parable and simply, well, insert a few of my new features into it. Tastefully, of course. With respect. With care for the vision and integrity of the original game. Would it possibly work? I suppose it could. But it would need a really, really tremendous title screen. A title screen that says with bold and uncompromising conviction, "This is the Stanley Parable 2. Let me see if I can whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Oh!
Beautiful.
Quit the desktop.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, wow. It's a
Go
horror
to the
game.
settings. Damn.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Yeah, it is.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building
Blues.
where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job
I wish I
was
saw
simple.
the
He sat at
happy
his desk
birthday,
in room
12th birthday
427
step.
Yeah.
and he
Fucking
pushed buttons
balloons
on the
over this.
keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Every year.
And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
Get well someday.
This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his
Any
desk
collectibles?
and stepped out of his office.
Collectibles.
I cannot jump. No collectibles.
Well,
All
you
of his
gotta get the jump
co-workers
circle
were
first,
gone.
idiot.
You're
What
right.
could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Get well
Perhaps
someday.
he had simply missed a memo.
Looking for collectibles. Room
Maybe
420.
now we'll get into 420.
That would be epic.
Oh, excuse me.
Ah, he blocked it off. What a bitch.
Oh, bucket!
Stanley went around
Wait,
touching
bucket, where?
every... Stanley picked up the
Yeah!
bucket.
That okay?
Epic. Wait, please tell me there's something in the broom closet. We have to see if there's something in the broom closet, right?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest and entered the door on his left.
It's a reassurance bucket right there.
I'd love if we like got this shit again.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Yeah, that's where.
Oh, Stanley, can you feel it? The broom closet. It wants the bucket.
What?
You can feel that, can't you? The aura of jealousy. It's as clear as day. This broom closet believes it deserves the bucket.
No.
How dare
I
it?
can really feel it now. It's a bucket. It belongs in a broom closet. That's what the broom closet is trying to say
hear
here.
it.
It's supposed to go with the other cleaning supplies.
He's not
Bullshit.
wrong,
Feel,
though.
Stanley. Don't give in. Don't
I
hand
won't.
over the
I
bucket.
shan't.
Dare.
I know how hard it must be, given the pressure that the broom closet is putting on your shoulders right now, but you have to be strong. This is your bucket. This is your companion and lifelong friend.
Yes,
Right.
my
Right
first
there.
and only.
Oh no. We're getting into name-calling now, it seems. Is this how low the broom closet has sunk, that it has
God
to resort to
damn
this
you,
stream
broom
of
closet.
petty insults simply in order to get you to hand over the bucket? Stanley, I never liked this broom
I
closet for a
fucking knew you
variety of
didn't like
reasons.
this for a
But
reason.
even this is worse than I had imagined. And wait, now the broom closet has the gall to imply that you and the bucket are not truly deep and
Wow.
lasting
How
friends.
dare you?
That your relationship is purely superficial and convenient.
really wants
that
this
your
bucket.
life is so banal and meaningless that you'd feel the same sort of kinship towards any inanimate
love the fact
object
that there's
which happened to
literally
lay in your
nothing
path in an
happening.
even partially enticing
Except
manner.
just the
Well, I
narrator.
never.
Well, I
Go
know.
on,
I
Stanley.
never.
Lay into it. Really
Yeah,
tell
let
the
'em
broom
know.
closet
Just
off for
starts
its demeaning
beeping like-
comments. Expand on the wide variety of
He's
experiences
shouting
you and the
profanities.
bucket have shared together. Go through each of them point by point. Share your journal entries detailing the rich emotional landscape of your feelings for the bucket as they have changed and evolved over the years. Let him have it.
Let him have it. Let him have it.
Okay, I've got you something which I think will help settle this debate once and for all. Here we go. There.
Bang!
Nice.
Now it's settled. No more debate, no more discussion. Take a
that.
hike, broom closet, with all
Yeah!
your meandering philosophical
Yeah.
diatribes about the nature of cleaning supplies and their relationship to broom closets in the natural order of things.
Agreed.
All right, I've got a second sticker back here, and I'm going to slap it on as well because I think it's appropriate.
Yes.
Bang!
I feel that it works because the sticker is also a bucket. That way, if you're ever unsure whether the thing you're holding is a bucket or not, you can look down at this sticker and say to yourself, "Ah, it's a bucket." There really is a wide variety of applications for this sticker. You know what? I could take the name-calling and the dismissal of your kinship with the bucket, but now the broom closet is just giving us the silent treatment. And to be honest, I'm sick of the pettiness on display. You can stay here all you like, but I've had it with this impetulant room of cleaning supplies. Easily the most childish such room I've ever been in. I'll see you outside, and we can get on with the story about you and your bucket.
I think you leave. I think I've had it with the broom closet.
And one more thing.
We're not on good terms anymore.
No, nothing else.
Wow, he straight up said enough. He ain't talking with the broom
Coming
closet
to a
anymore.
staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office.
I think I do.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed by the weight of this revelation, Stanley may have broken down into an
2, 4,
emotional
5, 8.
dumpster fire, but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
Yeah.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
The bucket was guiding him.
You found one of them. One of the miniature Stanley figurines. Remember, no reward for collecting all of these, only the intrinsic pleasure of a job well done. You can't buy that sort of happiness, Stanley. God knows I've tried. So, I implore you to savor each and every moment you come across one of these beautiful figurines.
You bet.
The elevator raced downward, plummeting towards an unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine. Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read, Mind Control Facility.
Do escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent
I don't want the
death.
bucket to have to go through that.
But the bucket
The
is
door
never
behind
wrong.
them
The
was
bucket will
not
keep me
shut.
safe.
Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity
Stanley
to
and the
turn
bucket.
around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
Alright, Mr. Bucket, let's do it.
As the machine
bucket
whirred into
stops
motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be. To be sure,
I
it puts
disagree.
the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket, but what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death? This is what Stanley thought to himself, and he sort of kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket everywhere.
Don't listen to him, Bucket.
Farewell, Stanley.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator,
Wait,
as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Not true, Mr. Bucket. We out of here.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket. It's true that all buckets are radiant in their own way, but this one stood above the rest.
Where's
It
my
was
bucket?
a glorious bucket to
Oh.
behold.
no.
No!
I'm saluting.
I'm saluting.
Read this whole goddamn thing right now.
Bucket?
Can you see how arrogant it was
Bucket.
for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
25
Can you see the
buckets.
hubris that blinded him? Can you
21,
see that the
25.
bucket
That's
is
more than
far more
25.
noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life?
Here, Bucket. Oh, wait.
Inferno
Inferno.
bucket.
Oh!
Oh shit. Ooka chaka, ooka chaka.
No man can own a bucket, and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one. It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
The hanging bucket. Oh!
The infinite.
Ah!
But there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I, that will right this terrible wrong.
Anything.
Let Stanley die. Let
Oh,
him
wait.
be crushed by the machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off with another beautiful bucket.
Wait, what do I
We
do?
can save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and
What do I do?
implements if only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world. a new
Anything for
vision.
the bucket!
Not the bucket supremacy.
Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Stanley lifted the bucket into his arms, and a wave of comfort
Right,
rushed
hold on.
So
over
has the
him.
stickers huge.
Oh! Did you see him?
No.
You didn't see that person?
I looked away for literally 1 second and I didn't.
You
see
missed
it.
him. Where's Ian? I know Ian missed him. He's not saying anything.
Stanley clung the bucket to his cheek. Could his co-workers really all be gone? Yes, whispered the bucket into Stanley's ear. We've done it. We've escaped from that dull office and that pesky narrator.
Yeah, you
At
brother.
last, out here in the white void, we are alone. Now, and for the first time, I can reveal to you my true self. The bucket began to tell Stanley of its life and its history, of the countless wars it witnessed, desecrating the land and lives of untold numbers of innocent humans, and the bucket's own complicity therein, of sadness and regret, and the many years it spent dwelling on the actions it might have taken to curb the madness and the decay, if only it had been stronger, of hope and redemption, and its crusade to uplift the stock of life for the common man, to manifest justice where none existed, and the bittersweet reality of time, to see one's dreams and wishes met halfway, meted out in parcels like charity, and abandoned as soon as the warm glow of inspiration begins to dim. The opportunities to do so much more. There was so much it could have done, perhaps, the bucket wondered to itself. Perhaps, if it had seen its own darkness with a clearer perception. This was way too much for Stanley. What are you talking about? He screamed. You're a bucket! To this, the bucket furrowed its brow. No, said the bucket. Not
Some
since
of
the
this
evil
detailed
wizard
fucking
Gamhorata
storyline
first
I've ever-
ensnared me in his machinations as payback for the sacred amulet I stole from his treasured vaults. I was
What?
young back then and could not conceive the ramifications of... No! Stanley screamed even louder this time. This is stupid! You are a bucket!
Oh my god, I'm losing it.
so stupid!
Snap
Why are we
it.
even doing this? As Stanley screamed and screamed and screamed, the bucket revealed its true form, transforming into a mighty beast of untold power, its fangs glistening like...
What the actual fuck?
My God, Stanley, you did it. You saved us from the bucket. Thank God you already had all 12 emblems of sages and knew the incantations to
thank
summon
God.
their true power. Otherwise, we would have easily been overwhelmed by the bucket's power. I'm speechless.
The
You've
greatest
demonstrated
fucking
such
tragedy of all
bravery here
time.
today. Come, let's restart the game, and we'll agree to never again go trifling with this bucket, nor the dark magic cast away inside of it.